Good morning, everybody. At New England College, we faced an issue. We thought, great direct marketing pieces. We had our search was going along fairly well. What we had never tried before was a yield campaign for accept to deposit to enrolled student to help us increase our yield numbers throughout that summertime that can be rather bloody when you're talking about the melt of your deposit pool. So we contacted Allied, and working with them, we developed a fairly successful yield campaign. What we felt is successful so far, and we've been very excited with it. This is some of the creative that we used. It was a flip piece, came in the mail to the student, directly personalized to them with their name all over it. So it spoke to them and in their interests. Basically, all I had to do from a admissions office standpoint was to develop a report that I would send to Allies so that they had all the information for the student that they could then punch into the different variability spots in the brochure. And as you can tell, we had some of the sports we call the fan student, which is a non-athlete, and then we have a quote here that talked to what their interests were directly to them. You know, were they interested in getting involved, or were they more interested in their academic piece? And then also their name up here and their major. This was really where we wanted to direct them towards the different collegiums, our divisions at our institution. So as I spoke to earlier, we did break it out by major, and we decided to focus on the professors, the chairs of those divisions, so that they started to put a face to the name, to persons that they were going to start seeing when they were coming to campus to introduce and get acquainted with our institution. So, these are actual professors. This is Larry Hamer, one of our favorites, and Deb Dunlop. So really talking to the individualized education, the one-on-one interaction that they're going to be receiving. And in the classroom on our campus, we started introducing them to that right away. And these pieces did a great job of speaking to that and speaking to the student. We also wanted to get the students' minds on the dates that we wanted to interact with them on campus. So putting the save the dates on them early and often so that they could see those. With these pieces, we started mailing out, I want to say, in March. And then we did it every week through March and April, and then we started doing it every other week, and then throughout the summer we're doing it every month, so that we, because the events start coming in slower through the summer months, so we wanted to hit them often as they were still thinking freshly about NEC. And as you can see also here, and I'll talk more about that later, we did use the contest piece that we spoke about earlier to kind of entice them to want to interact with us and engage with the institution. And we went with the technology piece, because what student doesn't want to come to school with a brand new laptop computer? The variable quotes that we use, again, speak to them, speak to their interest, that they've already self-identified as something that they're interested in getting involved with when they come to campus. So we want to tell them that, yeah, we have that available to you, and we want to show you how. So we want to make it fun, we want to make it interesting, and we want to grab their attention. So these quotes we thought really grabbed that, and working with the Allied creative team, they really captured that very well. And then variability by sport. So we broke it down to 55% of our students play a sport. So we thought, well, this is a great attention grabber for the students, so we wanted to grab them by that too. But we also realized that we have students coming to us who are more interested perhaps in theater and getting outdoors and maybe practicing their high and low ropes course participation. So we wanted to really speak to that as well. So we broke it out to women and men's sports, and then the club recreational or sports span students. So we kind of had to figure out how we were going to really categorize our whole mass of admit students. And we also used the personalized URL for our students, so they had an individualized link that they could click on and went to a portal, really, for them to go, and it was all individualized to them and their interests and their major, and they could go and they could tell us a little bit about themselves, but also then they could leave us a little comment and just I'm sure as admissions counselors yourselves, you know, it's that feedback that you get from your student that really makes, shows you how interested they are and makes you then have some kind of ammunition to fire back when you're making your phone calls and you're talking to those students individually. And those comments were really helpful, not only for our counselors to really get a feel for what they're thinking, but also to forecast what they thought they were going to yield out of those their accepted pools. So hopefully, I think they found that very helpful. I know I did, in terms of just kind of getting a hold on the pool and what we thought we would yield from it. So the Pearl was really helpful for us in that aspect.